In college football, it's all about the noise, right? The roar of the crowd, the crack of the pads. It can be absolutely deafening. But every once in a while, a single moment just cuts through all of it. A moment that reminds every single person watching that this is so much more than just a game. We're going to break down one of those moments, a really brutal injury that showed the powerful human connection right at the heart of this sport. And that's the crazy part, isn't it? These moments, they never announce themselves. They're just hiding in plain sight, inside the thousands of plays that look exactly the same. Until, all of a sudden, one doesn't. So let's set the scene. It was a classic Saturday showdown. The Ole Miss Rebels were taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. And really, on the surface, it was just business as usual. All right, so at the center of this story, you've got two main guys for the Rebels. Quarterback Jaxon Dart, he's the leader of the offense, and his teammate, running back Cam Skattebo. Their connection, their bond, well, it's absolutely central to everything that happened next. And then it happened. The play that literally changed everything. Just a standard run that in a fraction of a second stopped the entire game right in its tracks. The call was for Cam Skattebo to take the ball. So he gets the handoff, he finds a little bit of space, and he's fighting for every yard. I mean, it's something he has done hundreds, if not thousands of times. But this tackle, this one was different. So here's a breakdown of what went so wrong. Skattebo gets tackled, but as he's going down, his leg gets trapped underneath the pile of players. All of that momentum and weight just creates this horrible, unnatural twist, and the result is a really severe injury. Okay. And right here, this is where the entire story pivots. The focus is no longer on the game of football, it's on the immediate, raw, human reaction to what everyone just saw. Just think about that. The roar of tens of thousands of fans, the whistles, the pads clashing, it all just vanished. An entire stadium holding its breath, completely united in this one moment of shared, silent concern. And in that quiet, you see the medical staff just spring into action with this calm efficiency. They get an air cast on his leg to keep it stable, which is always a sign that an injury is serious, before he's carefully carted off the field and taken straight to the hospital. But here's the thing. While all the medical stuff is going on, the television cameras, they find a whole other story playing out on the sideline. A story that wasn't about physical pain, but about emotional devastation and the deep bond between teammates. The camera swings away from Skattebo on the cart, and it finds his quarterback, Jaxon Dart. And man, his reaction, it spoke volumes. It told a story that no scoreboard ever could. For him, in that split second, the game just disappeared. The score, the strategy, the next play, all of it was gone. It was replaced by the raw, unfiltered emotion of seeing a friend, a brother in that kind of pain. And this is the image. This is the one that really captured the entire moment. Jaxon Dart, the tough, composed leader of this team, just completely overcome, head buried in his hands. It is such a powerful visual reminder that underneath the helmet and the pads, these guys are a brotherhood. The pain of one is absolutely felt by all. After the game, the team's head coach, Lane Kiffin, was asked about the injury. And his words, they add another really crucial layer to why this moment hit the whole team so incredibly hard. Now, what's so telling here is what the coach highlights. Not yards per carry, not touchdowns, but his character. A great kid and a great leader. That tells you everything you need to know, right? Skattebo's impact, the reason his injury was felt so deeply by everyone, goes way beyond just stats. So, when you take a step back, what does a moment like this ultimately tell us? It kind of pulls back the curtain on the brutal, tough reality of football, and it reveals this profound human element that's always bubbling just underneath the surface. At the end of the day, this story wasn't just about Cam Skattebo's leg. It was about Jaxon Dart's reaction, about a stadium falling completely silent, and about a coach praising a player's character. An injury to one person, it sends this emotional shockwave through the entire team. And that really just leaves us with this one big question, doesn't it? We celebrate the toughness of football, but this moment reminds us that the foundation of any great team isn't just strength or strategy. It's that human connection between the players. And in that one quiet, devastating moment on the field, we all got to see just how priceless that bond truly is.